Amanda Iwaniec.
Hi there.
Hello, here at the Carnegie Science Center in the Kitchen Theater.
Yes, this is one of our great spaces that we offer our public.
It's fantastic. You have so many great spaces here, but tell us first a little bit about yourself. What is your position here?
Sure.
At the Science Center?
I am the education coordinator of our demonstration theaters and the Buhl Planetarium, which is just below us.
You've
on
got
the
the
second
Planetarium
floor.
on your
The Planetarium as well. It's a really great space. And I'm in charge of all of the staff and programming that goes along in those theaters.
You've got to be busy because there's so much going on here all the time.
Yeah.
It's like a little city. Tell us about the Kitchen Theater where we are right now.
Sure. Our kitchen theater, we seat about 80 visitors with a little extra for standing room, and we do 25-minute programs dealing with the science and chemistry of food. So as a visitor, you come into one of our various programs that we offer. We make cheese, we bake kale chips, light caramel sauce on fire, and you learn about the science behind. Yes, that's always a popular one.
So is it kind of like a combo between Rachel Ray and Mr. Wizard?
That's a really good way to put it.
You can use that. Royalty
I'm
free,
going
by the way.
to. I'm going to.
Gift to the Carnegie Science Center.
Yeah.
Were you yourself especially good in science in school?
You know, it's a weird question. I always liked science. I took the advanced classes that my high school offered, but I never pictured myself in a science-based career. I was always drawn more to the English and art side of it, but once I fell into science, I never looked back.
So in chatting with you earlier before we sat down for a cocktail, even just in the brief time we were speaking, I learned a lot that goes on here that I hadn't known about before. Like the 21 plus evenings, and there is one coming up very soon.
Yeah, Friday, December 6th, so put it on your calendars.
It's on mine. I will be there.
It is a holiday theme. There'll be live music. We have a Martini bar up in our Works Theater, another live demonstration theater space.
You are speaking my language.
Yes, so if you like martinis,
well, you know what
it'll
they
be
say,
right there.
Where there's martinis.
The 21 plus nights are a really great opportunity to come and experience the Science Center as an adult. So you don't have to fight through exhibits over kids that we usually get during the day. And there's live musicians. We have special programs that go on throughout the building. In our kitchen theater, we'll be making eggnog and learning a little bit about the science behind that.
I am so coming to this.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds great. It's an evening event.
Yes, it's from 6 to 10 p.m. and the whole building is just full of life.
So how frequently does the Science Center do these 21 plus evenings?
We do about 10 a year, pretty much one every month with the exception of January and July.
Folks can take part in things that are going around the Science Center.
Yes, for an extra charge, an upcharge, you can go and see one of those OmniMax programs. Also, we have our laser shows that are in the evenings, Fridays and Saturday nights, and our 21 plus are on Friday nights. And so that's another thing that you can do.
I really think that laser shows at the Carnegie Science Center are a Pittsburgh staple. If you have not been to one, then you need to get with the program. That it's a fresh show every single night. You're not just kind of pressing a button, popping a disc in and doing it. You have laser jockeys, which is what they're called, that design it on the fly every single evening.
Yes.
It's an experience, and the crowd gets into it.
And there's laser programs for all ages. Usually in the earlier part of the day, we have family-friendly ones.
Yes.
Right now we have Lasers of Oz, which who doesn't love the Wizard of Oz in lasers?
What's your favorite spot in the Science Center?
Favorite spot in the Science Center? Oh, now I'm gonna have to pick favorites. It's twofold.
All right, I'll give you that.
I have two favorites. So my first favorite is Skywatch, the rooftop. When the weather is right, we offer Skywatch, and you can see obviously the sky above Pittsburgh, but we have one of the most breathtaking, phenomenal views of the city.
So what's the second fold?
Second. I'd have to say probably the kitchen theater that we're in right now. Yeah, I know. I hate to pick favorites because I think every area of the department has something, and one of my favorite things about working here is that you get to see people experience what you do every day and see their excitement in it. So whether it's looking at a fish that no one has seen before, or jumping on a trampoline over at our Sportsworks, seeing that come across the visitors, whether you're older or younger.
I mean, so many things that the Science Center does and has done for years, I really feel have become iconic Pittsburgh, and the submarine is one of them.
Yes, I love the submarine. It is truly special to have here on our property. So it is a World War II submarine, and it's the U.S. Requin, and you can go in and tour the entire space, so you can see how people lived, how they ate, how they navigated.
With the holidays approaching too, I think we should mention another iconic Pittsburgh feature housed here. It's the train,
Yes.
the model train.
Yes.
And it's so elaborate that I even feel like referring to it as a model train doesn't do it justice. But I guess technically, would that be the title?
It's our miniature railroad and village.
There we go. I like that better.
So that's the official title. But it is a display of iconic areas in Pittsburgh. And it has countryside. It goes through different seasons. And this year, we are installing the Allegheny Mortuary. So it's a very...
How festive.
Yes. So...
Just in time for Christmas.
But...
Is that the last stop on the train
Bye! But I loved that show as a kid. So.
Well, I was going to ask you, did you watch Mr.
Yeah,
Wizard?
I'm old enough to remember Mr. Wizard.
Well,
I think some people
I wanted
now...
to avoid that.
That's okay.
But hey, if I know it too, it's
Yeah.
all right. I was okay with science. Math, though, was my big hurdle. So I was good at science up until math got into science, and that's when I said, done. Like, my only basis for comparison is like Bunsen Honeydew from The Muppet Show. But for kids too, we're talking about a lot of, the over 21 options, because I just happen to be slightly over 21. That's a classic.
It's classic.
You're a classic kind of gal.
I am.
I have that feeling about
I
you.
am.
Now, did you feel that there might have been any tension between the submarine and the giant rubber duck when it came to town?
Maybe they
kind
had a
of in its
torrid love
vicinity?
affair. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, that is your sixth one. I think
Yeah.
it's a good time to put the plug in.